This is a general reading for the full flower moon. If you see an image on one of these cards or you hear me say something that lights up a little spark in your heart, it resonates with you, then maybe take that thing into your journal or into your meditation or into your creative practice today and see where that message leads you. And if what I'm saying or what you're seeing on these cards doesn't resonate with you, then just let it float on by. Intuitive work is about your self-exploration, knowing yourself, and connecting to the larger part of yourself, your larger soul, and the spirit that holds you, surrounds you, and moves through your life. So let's look at the messages. The first three cards I have pulled are from the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses deck. Isis, Sacred Unions and Relationships. Yemaya, Surrender and Soothe. Sulis, Minerva, Justice and Healing. And from the Moonology deck, Full Moon in Gemini, the answers you need are coming. Full Moon Eclipse, which is what we're reading on here, conclusions are within reach. And the Full Moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Interesting that we pulled 3 full moon cards on this full moon as we're tapping into these energies and messages that are around us right now. Interesting because I think that the energy of this particular full moon, this week, this eclipse season, everything that we're moving into now feels particularly powerful and big and important. I'm also drawn to see how much blue has shown up here in these first 3 cards. We have this repeated shape of waves of flowing water, and we see that in the wings of the birds and also in this fish or mermaid tail. We start here with this message of sacred unions and relationships, and I'm drawn to ask, where in my relationships am I feeling that I am giving and receiving support and love? Who in my life really sees me, and who do I really see? And can I trust what I really see? Can I trust what's on the surface, or is there something underneath that I need to look at? Life is everlasting. There is great energy flowing, and it's flowing here through the throat and the heart. What do I need to speak in my community, in my relationships? And what do I need to hear in my community and my relationships? There's a great reshuffling going on right now. There is a turnover of situations, of energies, how I'm showing up and how others are showing up for me. Things are moving and changing, and it's all a part of this very beautiful thing. I find a comfort in the shapes, the color, and the imagery here. What about surrender? I think when I look at water and I think about water, it definitely calls me into the state of surrender, of opening my hands, opening my arms, lying back, allowing the current to carry me, to go with the flow rather than pushing against. I can only control myself. I have a certain amount of control over myself, but I can't control other people and situations. And so I think this card speaks to a sort of balance between taking action where I can, controlling what I can control, and then letting go. Letting all of the rest of it go, letting myself be called into the current. She almost looks as if she's planting a tree in water here, and this reminds me of an image of setting little boats free in the water. What am I sending away? What am I releasing? What am I surrendering into the flow today? And then, of course, we have this beautiful flow of emotion, of healing, this water energy flowing, tipping out of this pitcher, which appears to be just bottomless, this beautiful water flowing out. We have flowers here indicating the flower moon. And these birds, their wings, that calls me into angelic help, the spiritual world, and also thought, what we bring in through the crown chakra, what we visualize in the third eye. So in regard to your unions, your relationships, the people with whom you spend your time, this could be your job, this could be your family, your friendships. What have you been asking? Where have you experienced a lack of clarity? Have you been actively asking for help, for assistance, for revelation, for things to be illuminated? The message here is that these answers are coming in. You've been heard. Your requests have been heard. Your questions have been heard. And this full moon is going to be shining a light onto what you need to see. Be mindful this week. Be aware. Notice the signs, the messages, the things that you see in the natural world, maybe the songs that you hear on the radio. As you're in conversation with people and someone speaks to you, is there something in what they say that resonates with you in a different way, that sends vibrations through your body? Spirit is speaking to you all the time. But specifically what you've been asking for, you are going to receive the answers to those questions much sooner than you think, perhaps. In the area of what it is that you are surrendering, and this might be something that you've been struggling with or grappling with for a long time that you just haven't been able to figure out, and you're realizing in this full moon, in this eclipse energy, it is time for me to let this thing go. It may be like a tower moment. It might be like something crumbling in front of you or crumbling beneath your feet that you weren't expecting. But you can trust that whatever it is that is falling apart or leaving your life right now, it is meant to go because it is making room for something better for you. It's making room for something that you have asked for. Conclusions are within reach. These conclusions are happening. You are going to be putting something to rest that needs to be put to rest. You are going to be releasing old stories that have outlived their usefulness for you. This is a wonderful time to think about the stories that you tell yourself and that you tell the world about you and that you tell others about the world. All of the stories that you tell and all of the different ways that you tell stories, which ones have come to an end? Where are you finding a story that no longer serves you, that no longer serves love? Put that to the side. These things are ending, but these are good endings. These are endings to embrace. Surrender into the flow of whatever it is that's ending for you right now. Justice and healing. Justice brings about balance. Maybe this is karma coming to an end. Maybe this is a situation resolving in a way that is fair to you, that is fair to your heart. I'm really drawn to the heart with this message. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Wherever it is that you have needed justice, wherever it is that you have sought healing, that you have asked for healing, you are healed. This situation is healed. This ending brings new life. What's ending this week, what's ending with this full moon, these are things that need to end. I invite you to take a deep breath with me. Feel that breath moving all the way through your body, down, out the bottoms of your feet, up, out the crown of the top of your head. Know that you are loved. Know that you are held in divine love, that all is well. This is big energy, but you're flowing in it. Thanks for being here with me and have a beautiful week.